Welcome back to Wave Dalker, Film Review Friday episode, whatever. Watched a lot of films this last week, so let's get into it. Like and subscribe. First up, History of Violence by David Cronenberg. The first Cronenberg that I've watched. I bought a double feature Blu-ray of this and American History X. Still need to watch American History X. This was goddamn incredible. Viggo Mortensen is ridiculous. Starts off on like a really fantastic 2-minute one shot of the two villains in the movie. I just love the vibe of this movie. Just starting off small town and then just kind of inflating to this crime thriller. It was fantastic. Ed Harris was incredible. Viggo Mortensen is a standout for me. Awesome, 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 awesome movie. Very tense. I want to watch more Cronenberg. This is probably from what I've seen. I need to watch Cosmopolis with my goat Pattinson. But from what I've seen of Cronenberg stuff, this feels the most entry level. I could see other directors directing this, but I don't know if I could see other directors directing The Shrouds or The Fly or some of his other more intense stuff. But I need to watch more Cronenberg. But this was absolutely incredible. Really big fan of this movie. Next, I rewatched Batman Begins. I'm just gonna read this because I kind of went a little in depth. First, we watched since my deep depression with Matt Reeves, The Batman began in 2022, and while comparison is The Thief of Joy, I can't help but use my favorite movie ever, and in my opinion, the best Batman adaptation as the baseline for Batman/Gotham storytelling. I really love Chris Nolan. I think he's a fantastic director with a distinct vision and style in each of his movies, but I feel like his style is a little too present in his trilogy. His Gotham City, besides Arkham Asylum, which is amazingly gross and grungy, does not feel like Gotham City, is entirely too corporate and bleak and bright. Wayne Tower, Wayne Manor, and the Batcave are solid, but the rest of the city is just Chicago, not the gothic, dank, and slimy city of Gotham. Nolan's a great writer, but once again, I feel like his style is a little too on the nose for some of the dialogue and does not work in some spots. Rachel Dawes does not work for me. There's a fairly wide catalog of significant DC/Batman characters that Nolan could have pulled from. Instead, he just creates a fairly bland character that he kills off in a sequel. Outside of those criticisms, there's a lot of the movie that I absolutely love. Christian Bale's a damn good actor and is a damn good Bruce Wayne, the best playboy persona that we have seen in the Batman movies. And I'm really hoping Pattinson can tap into his Tenet bag and be played by Bruce in the sequel. Bale's Batman leaves a lot to be desired. And when most of that criticism probably goes to the costume designer, the voice he does does not do it for me. Way too deep and hoarse. Pattinson nails the balance between his Bruce and his Batman voice, and maybe due to Nolan's direction, I have no idea. But at some points, the voice just takes me out of the dialogue. While I'm not a fan of the suit, this is unfortunately the best it gets in the trilogy. Far too rigid from the chest up, the cowls whack, the bat symbols whack. Just not good all around. Cillian Murphy's Jonathan Crane is so fucking good. I need Scarecrow to be in Matt Reeves' sequel because he's such an awesome character, and I'd love to see him adapted into Reeves' world. Heath Ledger's Joker is the best for comic book villain performances. I have Paul Dano's Riddler right up there with him, and Murphy's Scarecrow is not far behind. I'm in love with this adaptation. Liam Neeson is awesome as Ra's al Ghul. Gary Oldman's Gordon is absolutely fantastic. Basically ripped off the screen from the animated series. Both he and Jeffrey Wright are awesome. Jim Gordon's Michael Caine is doing Michael Caine things. Such a good Alfred. Morgan Freeman is always the man. Act 1 is the strongest for me, getting weaker as the film goes on. It does not drag at any point, but it's just not reached the emotional highs of the first 30 to 45 minutes. I do love this movie, and some days I have it higher than The Dark Knight just because it focuses on Bruce and Batman as characters much as The Dark Knight is a Joker movie, which is not a bad thing. Oops. I would love to be able to disconnect my adoration for the Batman from the Nolan trilogy, but Reeves just gets it, man. Yeah, I love Batman Begins. Cillian Murphy is the absolute standout for me. His Jonathan Crane / Scarecrow is fucking awesome. There's just some bits and pieces, like I said, dialogue, editing was a little weird. It's too Nolan. He wasn't able to detach some of his Nolan trademarks, heavy on the montages, and like I said, the editing, dialogue. It's just too present in this for me to be a perfect Batman movie for me, like The Batman, in my opinion. But I still love this movie. Haven't seen it in years, and it's still awesome. Very emotional. I admit I was very teary-eyed for those first few. There was 30 to 45 minutes with the backstory and Thomas and Martha's death. Awesome movie. I love Chris Nolan. Next up, The Verdict by Sidney Lumet, starring Paul Newman. This movie absolutely blew me away. Have not watched a lot of courtroom dramas, but this was awesome. I love Paul Newman. Having only seen him in Color of Money, it was enough for him to be like, okay, this is one of the greatest movie stars of all time. Because Color of Money, Fast Eddie's one of the coolest dudes ever, and this movie he's kind of a loser. Frank, the lawyer, he's kind of a loser a little bit. He goes to funerals, trying to get people to hire him for the cases. He's playing pinball and trying to drink before the ball. I thought that was he's a very endearing character in this. And that final 30 minutes is absolutely breathtaking and riveting. It was just an awesome courtroom scene. Fantastic. Have us on Blu-ray. Very fun to watch. I love Paul Newman. Great movie. Next up, The Tree of Life by Terrence Malick. First Malick I've ever watched, and it absolutely blew me away. Just absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Brad Pitt and Chastain are incredible. Sean Penn, I don't think he has any lines. Like he has like narration but no lines. But I mean, this is just like, oh my god, like I just was watching him, just like, this is like the most beautiful movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Just some ridiculous camera movements and shots. um God, it was unbelievable. Probably need to rewatch it, kind of like with the baseline of seeing it for the first time, just to watch it again. But I was blown away by just how beautiful this movie was. Yeah, I mean, it's lovely. It was fantastic. Like I don't know. Like I love being alive. Yeah, I mean, this movie was ridiculous. I mean, I need to watch more Terrence Malick because apparently he's the fucking boss. But yeah, this movie was awesome. 28 Years Later by Danny Boyle. I've only watched 28 Days. I enjoyed this. I thought this was very fun. Very emotional towards the end. I don't want to spoil it. Just came out. Go see it in theaters. I didn't dislike the ending as much as some other people that I know did. Yeah, this was awesome. Aaron Taylor Johnson's awesome. Jodie Comer, Ray Fiennes. Um, some really fun camera stuff, like he did on 28 Days with like he shot on like what, like the Sony Panasonic or whatever, and he shot on iPhones in this one. Yeah, some really neat camera stuff. Some really great action sequences. And I mean, yeah, that final 20 minutes is absolutely devastating. It was, oh my gosh, it was remarkable. But yeah, I liked it. It was fun. Next up, Blood Simple by the Coen brothers. Um, this was their first feature, I think, and like, goddamn, what a debut. Um, yeah, I mean, Frances McDormand is incredible. Um, Shit, who else is in this? John Getz, I feel like I know him from something. Zodiac, okay. Oh yeah, I've seen him in a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, this was awesome. My favorite sequence, spoiler alert, is when Ray like finds Julian in the bar dead, or he thinks he's dead, and he takes him out to the field to bury him. It's just like 30, like 20, probably like 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of just silence, like no dialogue, just kind of like gauging the stress level of Ray, and then just, I thought that was fantastic. And then like that final bit when the private investigator is going head to head against Frances McDormand, like he snipes Ray through the window, and then McDormand has to fend for himself. And I thought it was just really neat, like really great writing just between all the characters, that Ray thought McDormand killed Julian. Frances McDormand thought Ray killed Julian, but then in reality, the private investigator killed. It was like a whole thing, and just like that final line, it's like, "I'm not scared of you, Julian." I was like, that's just fucking awesome writing. It was fantastic. I really like this movie. I love the Coen brothers. How many have I seen from them? I've seen a good bit. Burn After Reading is probably my favorite, and then probably No Country for Old Men. But this is Blood Simple's up there. I really really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really fun. I really need to watch Barton Fink and Love's Crossing. Like, I need to watch the rest of these. But I mean, Blood Simple's awesome. I've heard about it for years, and I saw it was available on HBO Max. Had to check it out, and it was great. Rewatch After Hours. Just one of my all-time favorites. Just such a perfect movie. Just like from start to finish, it's just so exciting. It's so, I kind of describe it as like interactive, where you're just kind of watching Paul just make all these mistakes and just be like, oh, why would you do that? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's such a fun viewing experience. Yeah, I mean, Scorsese's the fucking man. Just some freaky camera stuff. The way they shot it, like, I mean, everyone says, I mean, New York just looks so incredible through Scorsese's camera. But yeah, this is definitely probably my favorite Scorsese. I still need to watch, like, I feel like the ones that I mean, I've seen Killers of the Flower Moon. I really need to watch Silence. Oh, yeah, so many great movies, but yeah, I need to watch Silence. Like, if I had to choose one to watch between all these, it'd probably be Silence. Or, I mean, I have Raging Bull on Blu-ray. I could watch Raging Bull whenever. But no, yeah, After Hours is awesome. Definitely in what did I say, my top 20? Yeah, for sure. Got it on my Criterion 4K. It looked incredible. Awesome movie. So much fun. American Gangster by Ridley Scott. God damn, this movie's fucking awesome. Denzel, Russell Crowe, going head to head. Freaking awesome. I love I love gangster movies. I love movies about kind of just when drugs are on the street and they're just trying to, find somebody. Um, but yeah, I mean, this movie was goddamn incredible. If you like showed me this and like didn't tell me who directed it, I think Ridley Scott would have been like way down the list. Like I didn't know that he had this in his bag. He's such a fucking awesome director. Oh, that's not good. Come on. I love Ridley Scott. I love Russell Crowe. He is such a fantastic performer. And I mean, Denzel's just the fucking boss. Like he's the boss of bosses. Like goddamn, he's fucking incredible. Um, yeah. And Josh Brolin's also really fun in this. He was really funny. I love Josh Brolin. Such an awesome movie. Like I just want to watch it all over again for the first time. Like this probably catapulted into like my top 50 at least. Like this movie is fucking awesome. First Man by Damien Chazelle. I'm just gonna read my review here. Oh my god, we actually in real life landed on the moon. How many science fact movies are there? None of them could possibly compare to this, right, in terms of visuals. I'm convinced they actually went to the moon for the sequence. Landing on the moon is definitely the most insane thing humanity's accomplished. We did it in the 60s. Giselle is such a camera boss. I'm in love with Ryan Gosling. A lot of that, guys, in this. Why is this not talked about more? I get he's done La La Land, Whiplash, and Babylon, but this deserves as much love. Yeah, I mean, that final 20 minutes when they get to the moon is some of the most breathtaking, across any space movie I've ever seen, some of the most breathtakingly, like, shot, and just, oh my god, it was unbelievable. Like, it took this movie for me to really, like, realize that we actually landed on the moon in fucking 1969. Like, a human person, like, someone that's composed as, like, the same DNA and as me has landed on the moon. Like, that's unbelievable. I really loved that opening sequence where he's, taking the thing and he's going up past the atmosphere. Like, there was a lot of really great editing choices where Chazelle, like, chose not to show the outside of the ship. Like, she showed the outside of the ship on, like, the Apollo 11 launch. But, like, for, like, the first few, like, tests, they kind of just showed what was going on in the cockpit. I thought that was a really unique choice, just kind of showing exactly how all the astronauts and pilots felt during those sequences. But, yeah, I mean, this movie's just awesome. I think you should check it out, because I mean, I feel like everybody's seen La La Land and Whiplash. Not a lot of people have seen Babylon, but Babylon's still talked about in like those like super underrated kind of talks. But I mean, this movie's insane. It's such a good movie. Gosling's awesome. Ferris Bueller's Day Off has been, I mean, kind of say it's been a major blind spot in my movie watching career. I've known about this movie as long as I've known about movies. I just haven't watched it. Watching it for the first time, I was like, oh yeah. I mean, this is like one of just like the best movies ever. Mia Sara is smoking hot in this. Yeah, I love Ferris's interaction with the camera. My favorite bit is towards the end when Rooney's there at the door with the key, and so is Franny, and Franny's like helping him out, and he's like this. He goes back. I thought that was just super like clever and just like very just silly and just so on the nose for how great this movie is. Yeah, I mean, it was a blast. Cameron Fry, everybody loves him. The art museum scene really is just, that's just movie magic. Yeah, it's a classic. I mean, it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What else can I say about it? Rewatched Lost Highway. Ever since I watched it for the first time, like when did I log this for the first time? June 13th. Hasn't even been a month, and I've already rewatched it. Yeah, I got it on my Criterion 4K. Just an absolute masterpiece, dude. I can't even believe it. I as well read my review. There's no such thing as a bad coincidence. I still don't have the words to describe how amazingly absurd this is. I watched it the first time like 3 weeks ago and haven't stopped thinking about it. I wish I had the capacity to write something 1% as awesome as this. David Lynch was such a boss. Patricia Arquette might be the most beautiful woman ever. Robert Loggia losing his mind the whole time. The tail getting beat down is so out of nowhere. It's hilarious. I need to watch more Bill Pullman playing the straight man in a lunch movie. God damn it. Lynch. In a Lynch movie is such a good role, like Thoreau and Mulholland Drive. God, this whole thing is incredible. The two detectives, Ed and Al, are ridiculous. What's your acts? I wish I could watch this. I wish every time I watch this was the first time, because I want to experience this all over again all over again every time. Far and away my favorite Lynch. Well, not far and away. Mulholland Drive is close there too. But I mean, this movie just makes me feel so many different things. Like it's kind of edited and like shot in a way that like a horror movie would be. And there are like, scary scenes, but like that opening bit or that early bit when he's walking through the house in the shadows, like it's cut in a way that you're like anticipating a jump scare, but then nothing happens. And like later in the movie when not Renee, Alice, when she opens like the cabin to go see Dick Laurent or whoever she was going to see there with Pete. It's like cutting away, like you're like expecting something to jump out and scare you, but no, I mean it's just it's so incredible. It's beautiful too. I mean, there's just so many wonderful shots. Like, I mean, oh god, this movie's so good. Yeah, just watch it. Watch Lost Highway. Watch David Lynch. Rewatch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie for the first time in like a million years. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the best movies of all time. Definitely like in my top 30. I love SpongeBob. He's my best friend, him and Patrick. It's hilarious. The whole thug tug scene. It's like, hey, who blew this bubble? What do we do about bubble blowers, boys? Any bubble blowing baby will be beaten, since his favorite able-bodied person in this bar. It's hilarious. It's a SpongeBob SquarePants movie. You've definitely seen it, and if not, you should watch it. I watched Superman by James Gunn. I mean, goddamn, dude, it lived up to every expectation I had of it. If you hate this, you hate fun. I'm gonna see it again on Monday. It just blew me away. I was like grinning the whole time. I had tears in my eyes. It was just so fucking awesome. I'm so ready for the DCU. But don't. It's maybe a hot take. Maybe not. A lot of people feel this way. I don't want Goat Pattinson's Batman in this universe. I want it to be separate. I want fucking James Gunn to cast a fantastical, like, hulking, like, just super cool gray suit, blue cowl, yellow logo. Like, I want like a early comics Batman that goes to space in the JLU base. Like, I want that. I want Matt Reeves to have his thing and James Gunn to have his thing, because they're both going to be great. I feel like if you cross wires, it's just going to get wacky. But this movie is incredible. Go see it in theaters. It's awesome. And I rewatched The Princess Bride on my new Criterion 4K that I got. Yeah, I mean, it's the 1B to the Batman's 1A. It was my favorite movie of all time before the Batman came in, and it's still up there. Like I said, it's the 1B to Batman's 1A. It's just the best, most quotable movie ever. Fantastic set design, wonderful costumes. It's awesome. It's the most like cozy movie ever. I'm in love with this movie. I can watch it every day of my life. So yeah, those are the movies I watched this week. Let me know what movies you watched this week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.